What is going on, everybody? It has been a minute, but I got some exciting news for you guys. Your boy's back. I found a good way of doing these videos, which I told you I'm going to try and figure out a good way of doing these videos. I was like, man, can I do some reactions to watching these episodes, or would it make more sense if I watched them and then clipped them as shorts and everything? And we did a little test. I did Creature Commandos. Not a lot of people watched it, and I personally think that it's just time management. You know what I mean? It takes me about half an hour to edit one of those videos because we need to cut out sound and everything else like that. If you guys don't know how those videos work, you got to chop it up so that way the video isn't always showing sometimes, and you got to mix it up so that way you don't get copyright infringement. And I enjoy the people who do make those videos, but until we can find a better way, and maybe someone who can help us do that pretty quickly without it costing a lot of money, we're going to do it this way. I personally like when people talk about the recaps because I've already seen it. I probably won't watch somebody go back and watch the breakdown. And that's personally what I like to watch. Like new rock stars, I'll probably put them on the screen. We'll see. And I think it'd be great sometimes if, maybe I watch a new rock stars breakdown and we can talk about that and go from there. But we're going to hop into it. That's enough yapping for me. If you guys enjoy the video, make sure you hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification when I'm posting new videos. And I say this every time. Go in the comments. Say what's up. You know what I mean? Let's run those comments up because I do reach out to some businesses every now and then to see if I can get you guys free tickets to something, or who knows if I can do giveaways or something. If we can do that, then that'll push us even further. But without further ado, Daredevil episode 1, they hit the ground running. That was crazy. Like I said, there will be shorts being posted throughout the week, so feel free to watch the shorts. I might make a new playlist for those shorts. So I think it'll be like TV reactions or something like that, so that way you guys can go through them and watch a lot of them as time goes on. There will be a bunch as time goes on because they won't just be regular shorts, so who knows, maybe I'll try and tag the playlist in the description. I don't think there's much I can do about just giving you the chunk of them because it's going to be a bunch of them unless I do Daredevil for each show. Who knows, I might do that if I'm feeling generous. But yeah, excuse me guys, that was crazy. We started out at the bar that they usually go to. I can't remember the name. I think it's like Andrew's or something. Excuse me, guys. Let me get a drink. Boy, got clear his throat, but I think it was Angie's or something like that. If not, I'll put it on the screen if I'm wrong. 90% of the time, I am wrong, especially when it comes to specific names in these shows, but it is what it is. They're at the bar that they've been at the bar for like 3 seasons on Netflix, which was really cool. Matt and I forget Paige. I forget what they call her. I think it's Paige. Karen Paige. Yep. They were hanging out, a little flirting going on, which is kind of like, all right, we kind of seen this, we saw their romance and everything. I think it was just a hint towards that, which was cool. So I didn't mind it. You get to see Foggy. He's talking to another lady, which was really cool, and, flirting and everything. And the vibes are up. The first thing we do see is White Tiger on the TV. I didn't think he was going to be integrated that early, but he was, which was awesome. He's stopping crime and everything. White Tiger, I think the iterations of him are kind of different in the comics. I know the White Tiger that we usually see, I know it's either his daughter or something like that, and she has mystical tiger powers, I think. If you guys have ever watched the Spectacular Spider-Man from Disney Channel, I believe, I can't give you the date when that popped up, but Dave put that on the screen if you can. But she was in that. I think she was more of a martial arts fighter. I don't think she had the mystic powers, and I'm not getting her confused with Vixen from DC, but it could be either way. But yeah, we get to see him going in and stopping crime, which is cool. He's tied into Daredevil. They're like, oh yeah, we got Daredevil, and we got White Tiger on the streets defending us, which was great. One cool thing about this too is, guys, I'm taking notes, but we saw that, which was wild. And then it seems like Foggy and Matt were working on a case, and Foggy thought it was a great idea to stash somebody away and not tell Matt. And it was a high profile, I don't even know, witness or something. Come on. So we all knew that was going to end up bad. Matt goes there, but then he has to head back. Bullseye lights Foggy up. And when I tell you the amount of fear I would have if that was a villain on the streets. They were fighting in that bar. My man was throwing bottles, pool cues, coasters. He was just killing people left and right for no reason. which they showed in the past Daredevil season. He is a psychopath, so that man just does what he wants. But throwing them Jones, killing so many people, and I was like, dear God, like that lady didn't even do anything, like just throwing them. So he's coming back. Wild stuff going on. That fight scene was amazing. It definitely kept you on the edge of your seat, which I would expect nothing less from Daredevil. I know people are a little concerned because it was we're bringing it over to Disney Plus. Are we going to keep the same type of intensity? Are we going to keep the same type of violence? They showed up on the first episode. We'll see as things go on. But yeah, that fight happens. He kills Foggy. Matt throws that man off the roof. He throws Bullseye off the roof because he's so upset. Bullseye gets up. I need them to. Like I said, we might watch a new Rockstars thing for each episode and do like, hey, what is new Rockstars saying? Let's talk about it. We can chop that up. Those are easy. But I'm pretty sure they gave him adamantium spinal cord at the end of last season of Daredevil. I could have swore I saw that. I'm pretty sure it was adamantium because it wasn't vibranium. I think they were introducing adamantium into Netflix. I don't know if they're going to scrub that and then change it to something else, like some type of other metal spine, but that was his metal spine when the season 3 ended. It was adamantium. So I'm wondering if that keeps him up because he threw him off a building and the man survived. I don't know about y'all. If I fall off a building, I'm going to die. It was at least three to four stories high. So that happens. My man dies. Seems like Daredevil's giving up. He's kind of like, screw it, like my friend died. The cop, I can't remember the cop's name, but was it Daniel Blake? I can't remember what the cop's name was, but the cop came up. I need to write some names down as well. I'm gonna do better. This is the first episode. But the retired cop came up. That was a big thing in the first episode. They were talking to him and like, yo, what are you gonna do now? Because you're off the force and blah, blah, blah. But he saw Matt without his mask on. So it seems like he's gonna be more of his confidant, which is cool. But then we spring forward. He's now at a new firm. It's called, I think it's Murdock and McDuffie, I think. So it seems like he started a new firm somewhere else. And they're kind of like ramping it up to give him a new opportunity somewhere. And he's moving on past Foggy, which, we're going to move past Nelson and Murdock. We've seen it for 3 seasons, so they're doing a great job at that. I can't remember the girl's name. There's nice female black actress on there, and she's talking to Matt. Once again, I'll get these names down even more. And she sets him up on a blind date, which was hilarious. It was really blinding because he lied to both of them. The one lady thought Matt needed a therapist, and Matt thought, she needed legal counseling, but they end up going on a date, which was really cool. But we get to see the man. He's back. We get to see Kingpin. He's back. He's talking to Vanessa. He's saying, like, the organized crime, like, we need to do it, and it needs to be buttoned up. There's no way somebody can track it because I'm running for mayor. So the man runs for mayor. We get to see a lot of different angles of Fisk. It seems like he's a changed man, but he's Wilson Fisk. So who knows? But, I mean, even going in from that, it's like, who hired Bullseye? There was also a court scene where Bullseye is sentenced to life in prison. And Matt gets to testify and everything else like that. Him and Karen are on the same page. Seems like, that's a good one. That's a good, pun. Seems like they're not on the same page. She's very upset. He was very upset. And it seems like they're not friends anymore. So I think that might have just been her exit from the show. Who knows? We're only in, like, first 2 episodes, like I said. But it's like, who hired Bullseye to come down and kill them? Unless he had a vendetta, really. Like, an actual vendetta against Matt and his friends. But I feel like Bullseye is always just going to get somebody to hire, because Matt and him fought Kingpin, even though they were kind of fighting back and forth as well. Kingpin broke his back. That's why he has that spinal thing. So I don't know. That was a big question I had, was like, who killed Bullseye? And then I have another question mark for, like, who's Daniel Blake? And I'm pretty sure that was the cop. It could be somebody else. I don't know. But like I said, Kingpin's running for mayor in New York, and he wins. So Matt's kind of very concerned about that. He did get to meet with him beforehand, which was pretty interesting. They get to have that conversation, kind of like, you don't step out of line, and you don't step out of line, or it's on and popping. But Fisk is about to put in like a no vigilante act on New York. If you're a vigilante, you will be dealt with accordingly, which is what he seems like he's trying to do. But other than that, man, like, Matt just seems like he's dealing with a tough time, especially because Kingpin's back. His best friend died. He also lost his other friend, but it seems like he's getting another circle, kind of, like a friendship circle friendship circle, like a friend group circle is what I meant. So we'll see how it goes, man. But episode 1, 10 out of 10, amazing. I think we're going to start doing more of these. It takes me less time, so that way I can make sure I give you guys content. And also, I kind of just want to use it to be like, yo, make sure you watch the show. There's plenty of ways to watch the show, but watch it on Disney Plus if you can. You know, try and get it where you can. But Daredevil Born Again, amazing. And I think all the other seasons are on Disney Plus as well. But we'll be recapping them. And like I said, maybe we'll be watching new rock stars, or we'll be watching other people who are going to do the tips and tricks and the hints and everything else that we missed. Because I can't personally do that research. I have a full-time job, but I really do like content creating and giving you guys something to watch as well. Sometimes I'm here and I'm like, man, I wish somebody, you know, I could watch somebody review or whatever else like that, someone just like me, and we can talk about it and go back and forth. Say something in the comments below. Did you love the season? Did you hate the season? Do you think it's amazing? Do you think it's not amazing? Do you think we're going to get off on the ground running? Should we leave Daredevil alone? Whatever you want to do, talk to me. I always answer the comments. But hey, man, I'll catch y'all on the second episode. I can't wait to see what they got to do. Peace.